What if I told you that there is a god who can control life and death, the weather and crops, and even time itself? A god who has a magic club, a cauldron, and a harp that can do wonders. A god who is the father of many other gods and the leader of a mythical race. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, not if you are familiar with the Celtic mythology and the god known as the Dagda. The Dagda is an ancient god who is often considered as the chief or the king of the Tuatha De Danann, the supernatural race of beings who inhabited Ireland before the arrival of the Milesians, the ancestors of the modern Irish people. The name Dagda means the good god or the great god in Old Irish, and he is also known by other epithets such as Iachu or Iacade Alathair, meaning horseman, great father, or horseman, all-father, and Ruad Rofessa, meaning mighty one/lord of great knowledge. In this video, we will explore the fascinating stories and legends of the Dagda, the mighty Celtic god of abundance. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of our latest videos. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you for your support, and don't forget to leave a comment and share this video with your friends. The Dagda is associated with many aspects of life, such as fertility, agriculture, manliness, strength, magic, druidry, and wisdom. He is often depicted as a large bearded man or a giant wearing a hooded cloak and carrying a huge club, a cauldron, and a harp. These are his three main symbols and tools of power, and each of them has a special function and significance. The club, also called a mace or a staff, is called the Lord Mór or the Lorgan Fade, and it has the ability to kill with one end and bring to life with the other. The Dagda can use his club to strike down his enemies, to heal his allies, and to control the seasons and the passage of time. For example, in one story, he uses his club to make the sun stand still for 9 months, so that his son Angus can be conceived and born on the same day. The cauldron, also called the Cuar Ansig, is one of the 4 treasures that the Tuatha De Danann brought with them from their original homeland, the islands of the north. The cauldron is said to be bottomless and inexhaustible, and it can provide food and drink for anyone who approaches it, according to their merit and rank. The cauldron is a symbol of abundance, hospitality, and generosity, and it also represents the Dagda's role as a provider and a protector of his people. The harp, also called uisneach, is another one of the 4 treasures of the Tuatha De Danann, and it is a magical instrument that can play by itself and produce enchanting music. The harp can affect the emotions and the minds of those who hear it, and it can also influence the natural phenomena. The Dagda can use his harp to summon the seasons, to bring joy or sorrow, to inspire courage or fear, and to create harmony or discord. In one story, he uses his harp to restore order and peace after a battle with the Fomorians, the enemies of the Tuatha De Danann. The Dagda is not only a powerful and benevolent god, but also a cunning and humorous one. He often uses his wit and his charm to get out of tricky situations, and he sometimes plays pranks on his fellow gods and goddesses. One of the most famous and amusing stories of the Dagda is his encounter with the Morrigan, the goddess of war, fate, and sovereignty. The story goes like this: the Dagda was walking along the river Uisneach, when he saw the Morrigan washing herself in the water. He was instantly attracted by her beauty and her power, and he decided to seduce her. He approached her and asked her for her name, and she replied that she was the daughter of Ernmes, the mother of the Tuatha De Danann. He then asked her if she would sleep with him, and she agreed, but only if he fulfilled her 3 requests. She asked him to carry her on his back across the river, to share his food with her, and to tell her a secret. The Dagda agreed to do all these things, and he carried her on his back, gave her some of his porridge, and told her that the Tuatha De Danann were planning to attack the Fomorians on the next day. He then lay with her on the grass, and they made love. After that, the Morrigan told him that she would help him and his people in the battle, and that she would ensure their victory. She then disappeared, leaving the Dagda satisfied and happy. This story shows the Dagda's lustful and playful nature, but also his strategic and diplomatic skills. He manages to win the favor and the alliance of the Morrigan, who is a formidable and influential goddess, and he also secures the success of his people against their enemies. He also demonstrates his generosity and his honesty, as he fulfills the Morrigan's requests without hesitation or deception. The story also reveals the complex and dynamic relationship between the Dagda and the Morrigan, who are sometimes lovers, sometimes rivals, and sometimes partners. The Dagda is not only involved in the affairs of the gods, but also in the affairs of the humans. He is often seen as a patron and a protector of the druids, the priests and the poets of the Celtic society. He is also a source of inspiration and wisdom for the bards, the storytellers, and the musicians. He is the god of the ogham, the ancient alphabet and the sacred language of the Celts, and he is the master of the four arts of the druid: poetry, healing, prophecy, and magic. The Dagda is also a father figure and a progenitor of many other gods and goddesses. He is the son of Elitha and Danu, the father and the mother of the Tuatha De Danann. He is the brother of Ogma, the god of eloquence and writing, and the uncle of Lugh, the god of light and skill. He is the father of Angus, the god of love and youth, Bridget, the goddess of fire and poetry, Bod Durd, the king of the Sidhe, Surmate, the god of craftsmanship, Ed, the god of fire, and Midir, the god of the underworld. He is also the lover of Boin, the goddess of the river Boyne, and the Morrigan, the goddess of war, fate, and sovereignty. The Dagda is one of the most prominent and revered gods in the Celtic mythology and culture. He is a god of abundance, of life and death, of magic and wisdom, of humor and cunning, of leadership and protection. He is a god who can do anything and everything, and who is always ready to help his people and his allies. He is the Dagda, the mighty Celtic god of abundance. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to learn more about the Celtic mythology and culture, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our upcoming videos. We post new videos every week, so stay tuned for more. And don't forget to leave a comment and let us know what you think of the Dagda and his stories. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, goodbye and take care.